A glass of milk, ice in it. I'll remove the ice with this string. Sugar melts some of the ice. The water refreezes containing the string. So too, Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolate contains natural goodness. The glass and a half of full cream dairy milk in every 200-gram block provides substantial nourishment, enjoyment, and that great Cadbury taste. So when you think of chocolate, think of Cadbury with that famous glass and a half.
Australian Penthouse has such strong, well-written articles.
Darling, are you strong enough for the Wimp quiz?
This month, Penthouse focuses on Australia's famous war photographers, plus the smashing men behind those wild movie car stunts.
Penthouse also exposes the truth behind Thailand's wild reputation.
You'll even find the meaning of life, receiving the comic treatment.
Beautifully Bare Bridget and Tender Trixie receive the treatment as well.
Australian Penthouse, for those who want to stimulate their minds.
And that's not all.
You can tell a Wella woman. You can tell, you can tell, you can tell. You can tell a Wella woman by the way she wears her hair. You can tell a Wella woman anywhere. You can tell a Wella woman by the way she wears her hair. You can tell a Wella woman anywhere.
The new Wella Balsam range has 8 herbs that bring out the natural beauty of your hair.
You can tell a Wella woman anywhere.
What's the difference between Mainland Edam and Mainland Gouda?
Well, Edam has less fat. But you can't. They're cooking cheeses.
I could toast them, I suppose.
No. These are for grolls, fondues, sauces.
And sandwiches.
In the lush green pastures of New Zealand, they might be a bit behind the rest of the world, but that's why their mainland cheese is so far ahead.
Edam has less fat?
Yes.
Most sufferers of nasal congestion have already discovered the Sinex long-lasting metered pump. But some will persist in using ordinary metered sprays throughout the day, without the added impact of the Vicks aromatics, without the sustained Sinex relief. Those who have discovered Sinex long-lasting spray use it once, then forget about nasal congestion and enjoy long-lasting relief.
Oh, McFadden, you'll be glad you chose McFadden. McFadden shades cover all your storage needs. Garages and garden shades to farm and factory.
McFadden products are really built to last. Australian quality and price you can't go past.
Oh, McFadden, you'll be glad you chose McFadden.
McFadden quality products available from an outlet near you.
Ryan O'Neill and Shelley Long.
I just didn't want you to think I was a nut or anything.
Oh, are you nuts?
I'm nuts.
They're too different to stay together.
Oh, you look like a rat. Ow! Did I miss anything?
And too in love to stay apart.
I said, put me down.
And caught in the middle is E.T.'s Drew Barrymore.
I want to divorce my parents.
It's an offbeat love story with a happy ending. Irreconcilable Differences for the first time on television. 8:30 Friday on 7.
He's Arthur.
We were happy, weren't we?
Oh, sure we were. Then we met. You must hate those things.
And he's broke.
Arthur's just lost $750 million.
This was back when $750 million was considered a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Arthur 2 on the rocks. Advanced previews this weekend. Believe Cinema City and suburbs. Check newspapers for details.
There's no magic remedy for inflamed throats. An antiseptic does part of the job. The burning feeling still remains. But now there's Oracin from Vicks. Each Oracin drop has a proven antiseptic to help fight infection, plus a special cooling action to help your sore throat feel better right away. Vicks Oracin for cooling antiseptic throat relief. It's almost magic.
It takes time to create that Cracker Barrel character. The Cracker Barrel aroma. The Cracker Barrel taste. The Cracker Barrel texture. Cracker Barrel extra tasty. It takes time.
Lord's Club port, please.
I'm afraid you're 60 cents short, sir.
Be back in a minute.
I've got one a bit cheaper.
What? Drink any port in the store?
Introducing Pampas frozen pizza bases. Now it doesn't take long to build the perfect pizza. With your own fresh ingredients, you can give Dad his favourite supreme with extra olives. Seafood for Mum. Mark, ham and pineapple. And Debbie, cheese and tomato. In no time at all, you've made the best pizza in the world. Yours. Pampas Pizza Bases. Our bottom's great, but you can top it.
Last week on Probe, we found a place where you pay residential rates for land you can't build on.
What about a caravan?
Well, no, I think Ordinance 71 applies to caravans, and I think the answer is probably no.
Any more suggestions?
Can they pitch a tent on their land?
I'm not sure about that. I don't think so.
Then what helpful and constructive advice did the council have for their landowners?
It's a beautiful place to have a picnic.
Another bureaucratic bungle brought to you by Probe.
When you've got a cold or the flu, it's like having 4 heads. Benadryl Cold and Flu tablets quickly relieve congestion, headache, fever, and blocked nose without drowsiness. Benadryl Cold and Flu tablets.
Carving a traditional roast of lamb is, well, that's why Bernard Matthews lamb roast is deboned, so it's easy to carve. Bernard Matthews, nothing but lean, succulent lamb in supermarket freezers everywhere. No bones about it.
There are people in this country who work hard every day, and not for fame or fortune do they strive, but the fruits of their labor are worth more than their pay, and it's time a few of them were recognized. This is for the one who drives the big rig up and down the road, or the one out in the warehouse bringing in a load, for the waitress, the mechanic, the policeman on patrol, for everyone who works behind the scenes. How do you feel? Hello, Australia. How do you feel? I feel like a Tooheys or two.
Jif acts on the toughest stains and cares for delicate surfaces without harsh scratching. In fact, Jif gives a dazzling performance. It's a tough act to follow.
The Toyo Samurai. Strength, agility, endurance, and incredible stopping power. The Toyo Samurai will protect you. Kraft Light Naturals. A full-flavored mozzarella with a full 20% less fat. So all you exercise is your good taste.